Hey, what's up, boys? Welcome to the stream. Otto here with part 3 of 10 of our Wartales X-Men origin story, focusing on Magneto and his band of merry mutants. No, I guess Xavier is the one with the merry band of mutants. I'm going to start the timer here in a moment to go for an hour, which is the goal for today. I originally had 10 moves that I wanted to do first, or so we're going to complete that today. The 10th move is picking up the Black Steed. So that's the first thing we are going to aim to do. But I did also have the next 20 moves mapped out. However, unfortunately, things have gone a bit sideways. I mean, nothing too crazy. We did lose a companion, the Scarlet Witch, who is now in jail for all eternity. However, I have a feeling we'll see the Scarlet Witch again at some point. Because was that really the Scarlet Witch, or was that Mystique in disguise? And if anyone can break out of the Wartales jail on her own, it's Mystique. So I think we'll be seeing both of them eventually at some point. But I'm just going to outline the plan. So Black Steed, I've got the next 10 moves planned as well. Magneto's second 10 moves. Like I said, originally I had 10 mapped out, but I decided to change it, and I think we might be switching gears a little bit as well. I think for the long-term goal of this 10-hour playthrough, I modified things slightly, but we'll get into that once I get to move 10, which will probably be next episode, or I guess technically move 20. But the next 5 moves after we pick up the Black Steed, I'll just outline those. We're gonna return to Stromcap. We're gonna seek and destroy. We're gonna pick up the Mutton Stew. We are going to pick up some horses, and we're also going to pick up the Vision. These are a little bit more broad moves. So there'll be little moves in between, but I just wanted to broaden things up, and just that's what we're going to focus on. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in that order, but that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to try and make sure we pick up the Mutton Stew, some more horses, and we will recruit the Vision. All right. So without further ado, let's get things started. I've just hit the timer to note that we're starting the hour of the 10 hours. So the video will probably be like an hour and 5, hour and 7 minutes roughly. All right, cool. We got 2 days worth of food. We've got crowns. And we don't have a ton of money. We've got a little bit of trade goods on us. Let's just see who's at the tavern here. We've got a patient loafer spearman, just level 1 though. Brawny. Oh. Heavy sleeper. That is very tempting because I wouldn't mind having Juggernaut, but I think it's just a little bit premature to replace our companion. The good thing about this is while we're on the move here, our wages will be down a little bit. And then in addition to that, our food will be down a bit as well. Let me just take a quick look at the market. What folk have for sale.
Don't believe a word she says.
Cloth.
She probably came across a band of deserters.
Definitely.
They've been running rampant in these parts since,
God dang
since
it.
the
Sorry
beginning of the war.
The wrong button. Wrong button. I'll hold on to that for now, I guess. I'm not going to trade or not going to sell these goods because they'll be worth slightly more at the Brotherhood Training Ground. Arguably, the distance that you travel there makes it not necessarily worth it to lug them all the way there. It's probably more efficient just to go back and forth initially for a little while until you're ready to make the journey to pick up the recipes for the discounted trade items. The seed sausage and the mead pike. However, because we're going to pick up the black seed, which I think is around here, the Brotherhood training ground is in the corner here. We might as well hit the training ground as well. So we'll hold on to these goods. We've got 2 days until we have to pay our wages. Plus, we also have enough money to pay our troop right now. So what I think I want to do is pick up a couple of cloth just so that this starts to replenish. We'll probably pick up all of this cloth before we leave here. This cloth is going to be scarce initially. And then we also, actually, we want to build something here, I think. Yes, let's do that, even though... Rest before the rest. We should be fine. Should be able to get back to Cortia. Though, maybe could have waited a moment. Yeah, I just want to get rid of some of that stolen ore. But I think we'll be alright. And... cabbage. Do you sell cabbage over here?
The war drags on. And Lahat and
She
Vanales
does
requisition
not. Those
anything
are
they
on
come
sale.
across. I barely have anything left to sell, let alone eat.
Let's pick up a bit of grain and salt.
My meat is quite pungent, I admit, but I can assure you it is still perfectly
Some more
edible.
salt. Alright, just get those replenishing for now, and we'll save this 4 gold for the time being. I think we are good to leave, actually. Why don't we
Look how empty this room is.
purchase a
Before the war,
bottle of
there were
booze
2
while-
taverns in Cortia,
booze
and we
while
were
we're
still
here.
completely full on
The
market days.
blueprint for the loot is kind of tempting. I wonder if we can scoop it up without getting wanted. Let me just take a quick look at our professions here. Apprentice cook, novice woodcutter. All right. It's gonna stay here for now because I don't think I don't want to lose that experience that we have.
Usually, I'm only
for
allowed
any
to
of
tend
those
to the
characters.
animals, but don't let that worry you. Man and beast are not that different.
All right, nothing pressing here. I mean, we could pick up some more snow iris or vials, but I don't think it's a priority at the moment. Let's... oh, I guess we do have to rest before we head out. Okay. So, we have our last of our booze. Actually, hang on. Let's cook some bread. And actually, I think we'll sell this little bit of wood that we have on us because
drags on.
we'll be able to
And
replace
Lahat
that
and
really
Vanales
easily.
requisition anything they come across. I barely have anything left to sell, let
Yeah, the
alone
raw
eat.
materials we'll hold on to for a moment. Pick up another bit of that. And then let's pick up 2 grapes, I guess. Just so that we have some smaller portions of food on hand as well. We can cook one more bread. Alright, we'll restock our food before we head back to Strongcap. And we'll want to pick up the trade goods here also. So one of those and one of them. Alright, cool. Yeah, we just gotta be careful. As we need to make sure that we have a little bit of meat on hand for old Sabertooth there. He's one hungry old beast. That is for sure. Your companions have become more experienced. You can now appoint one of them a captain. So I think obviously Magneto is going to be El Capitano. Alright, cool. Strategy table is unlocked now also. Alright, cool. We still have to be very careful here. Oh, shit. You know what we need to pick up as well? God dang. The Black Steed requires grain. That
The war
just
drags on.
occurred
And
to me.
Lahart and Varnalis requisition anything they come across. I barely have anything left to sell.
Alright, I
let
don't want to
alone eat.
sell the grain. Because... Or, sorry, I don't want to sell the trade goods because we'll make more profit otherwise at the Brotherhood Training Ground. Bollocks. I don't know that's enough grain. I slipped my mind. Let's hope it's enough, but it may not be. Alright. Just get moving here. In which case we'll have to maybe pick up the Black Steed another time. Just trying to think if there's somewhere else we might be able to pick up some grain here right now, just quickly, but the top of my head, I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, fingers crossed that we've got enough. 3. There he is. Okay. Whew. All right. Yeah, that's lucky. The dark. Okay, I always call him the Black Steed, but it's actually the Dark Steed. Forgot to change Pony's name here to El Comrado. And Comrade. Alright, we'll need to get a horseshoe for... Okay. So, a Comrade here is level 6. I wasn't expecting that, but I guess since, I mean, it's not going to make too much of a difference. I know in the rules we set out no special companions outside of Tiltren. Outside of Stormcap. Yeah, just hopefully he doesn't throw off the level of our recruits, which he might. I don't know. Fuck, that's... yeah. Right, we want Constitution. Anyway, yeah, we'll see when we get back to Stormcap if it impacts the level of the recruits that we can get. I don't think it will, but it might. It's a lot of influence to use right off the bat, but anyway. Thought there was some hemp here as well, but apparently not. We could go fishing, but nah. Alright, let's see if we can make it to the Brotherhood Training Grounds. A little bit further than I remembered, but at the end of the road. Maze Farm. Just quick stop in here, because probably...
Oh, no, you don't. We got here first. This is our loot.
Frighten requires... Okay, cool. Let's frighten them.
Fine. We'll
Yeah.
share. No need for insults.
Yeah.
Take
Don't
this. It's half of what we got.
mess with your Magneto, lady. Let's learn your work manual. This up on paths. Alright, cool. Yeah, I think endurance run. Super important. So let's pick up that. And we do also have some knowledge we could spend. For the money, Crane's Ground. Companion recruitment costs reduced by 10%. Yes, smooth talk, and because we're going to be recruiting soon, and fast training. Alright, cool. Super important to pick those up. Actually, Maze Farm here, there was a wood block there. Can we... Yeah. Alright, good to know. Spot for us to chop wood. And actually, we should probably rummage around the farm here. There might be something we can pick up of value. Oh, a little bit of wood. Alright, I think that's it. Just be careful here. There could be somebody waiting in the woods. Just try our best to stay. There's a little bit of ore over here, and actually some ore down there as well. Alright, bollocks. We don't have any rope on us, which means no pitting. It's okay, we'll pick up that stuff next time. So remember to pick up some ropes from the fellow there.
Those guys over there are rubbish.
Alright, yeah,
Completely
76
hopeless.
76.
Don't
What was
make
it?
the
I
same
think it was like
mistake.
60.
Learn new skills if you don't want to end
Which
up
actually
like
is a
them.
pretty big difference. So maybe it is worthwhile to come all the way down here. I would love to start picking up some skill books, but we need this money to purchase... Is there any hemp here? Doesn't look like it. We need that money to purchase more trade goods to head back to Stormcap, because we want to make this trip down here to the county of Arthez worth it. I think we're safe to rest right now. Should be. Just stand over here, I guess. And let's just move our campfire. So we're all cozied up next to one another for the most part. Just planning to save that perch. It's okay. We'll be able to purchase more perch. Alright. So we got enough to pay the troops, but a ton more. Alright, wolves and boars. What do we got over here? A hole in the ground. Oh wait, that's the hunt. It's a bit dangerous picking up this wood because it's close to the woods. But I just try and make sure not to use up very much of my sprint, just in case we need to escape from someone. Alright, we'll stay clear of these guys. There's actually this group out here. You can recruit one of them for relatively cheap. Or actually, no, you know what? It's that group over there. Yeah, there's a special companion. She's a hammer wielder, and pick her up for relatively cheap. Alright, cool. Back to Arthez. See, it's not super dangerous to come down in this province. I mean, probably shouldn't do it while you're wanted, which is, I think, the mistake that I made here in this playthrough. Which is what cost us our companion there, but at the same time, it's not terribly dangerous. And honestly, this, if you skirt the river here, it's actually not so dangerous to get to the training ground. Yeah, you just stick to this trail, and you can make a decent profit between Stormcap and Cortia. Alright, cool. I'm going to pick up one of each of these, and actually I'm just gonna make a note of how much they cost, just because I'm not sure I can't remember exactly which one is the best profit selling at Stromcap. I know that the gems and the spice will sell the best in Dromback, and actually the furs will sell the best in Marheim. But aside from that, selling them, we're not gonna be heading north quite yet. We'll do that a little bit later. Alright, so gems, spice, and pelts. Gems are 100 gold. These spice are 50, and the pelts are 75. Does that sound right? Okay. Buy one of each to start off. And, fuck me. His cloth. We should have picked up all that. We should have scooped all that cloth. I wasn't expecting him to sell it. He must have, yeah, that's wild. All right. Just pick up 2 ropes for now. Yeah. And we'll pick up all of the hemp. Okay. And we need to restock on food.
The war drags on, and Lahat and Vernalis requisition anything they come across.
I think we sell
don't
this
have anything
wood.
left
Like
to
I said,
sell,
it's going to be
let
easy to
alone eat.
replace the wood. And we'll sell that. We just want to maximize what we're our haul here, so we don't want to spend too much on food. Actually, we'll just buy 4 more of those. I think that'll be plenty to get us to Stromcap. And then we'll reorganize once we get there. Or restock, I guess. Better. Alright, Quicksilver has become an experienced cook. Very nice. Okay, let's switch you to a thief for a moment. And see if we can steal the recipe for the loot.
Look how empty this room is. Before
Without,
the war, there were 2 taverns in Courtier, and we were still completely full on market days.
Without getting caught by the guard. Okay. Fuck. Okay, maybe I shouldn't. Theft in Courtier, 23 items. Possessed, 123. If we learn this... 102... 125 is the fine. Okay.
Look how empty this room is. Before the
I maybe should have kept that wood. We could have made the loot here, I think. Because what's the what do we need for it? Could have made the loot and then performed at the though we don't have, okay, we don't have the grease. All right, no problem. Didn't know. So we need 2 grease. I thought I saw somebody with grease for sale.
Usually, I'm only allowed to tend to the animal.
But maybe that was when we were here a moment ago. And
Oh, don't
I feel like it
believe a
was
word
him
she
that had the
says.
grease, but it was when we were here previously. Don't think
The war drags
you
on,
will have
and
grease for
Lahat and
sale.
Vernalis.
You might.
My meat is
Yeah, no.
quite pungent.
All right, no problem. That's okay. All right, cool. 1 day worth of food. For 728. Do we need 56 for another day?
The war drags on, and Lahat and Vernalis requisition anything they come across. I barely have anything left to sell, let alone eat.
Let's pick up one more
My
piece
meat
of
is
meat.
quite pungent, I admit.
Very cool. So I do it like that. Brings us down to 120. So I want to stay at 125.
Oh,
For the
don't
moment,
believe
anyway.
a
So we'll
word
sell
she says.
one of those.
She probably came across a band of deserters. They've been running rampant in
And
these parts
we will
since,
pick up
since the beginning of the war.
one more thing of pelts. Ah, shit. I guess we could have done the gems. Okay, no problem. Though, how much are we gonna sell that for? 21. Sell those. And we'll buy one more of these. And then I need to sell something else. Spent a little bit too much. Okay, no problem. What we'll do is we'll sell a fishhook or something. We'll mix it 2 pittance first. Oh, actually, let's 2 more rope. Could build the tent right now as well. Oh, though, you know what? We would have been fine for food because I'm going to switch you back to a cook. Yeah, we didn't have to buy that extra food, I don't think. 52 for 2 days. Alright, cool. Make those pittance. And let's make one lockpick. We haven't made one of those yet. That's a little bit of influence. I'm gonna bank this influence point for now because we might need it for some gear.
Oh, don't
Alright,
believe
we'll
a word
sell
she
that.
says. She probably came across a band of deserters.
Alright, cool. I don't want to waste any of the day. It would be safer to rest right now where we are because the guard is chasing us. But if the guard does catch us, we have enough to pay the fine, or at least hypothetically. 99. Okay, 122 should be all that we need to pay the fine. However, after we rest, though, we won't be able to pay the fine. Or if we do have to pay the fine, we are not going to be able to... somebody in the woods there. We're not going to be able to pay our companions, which would be obviously problematic. Okay, we need to cover... It says they're fighting there. Okay, yeah, they are fighting bandits. Okay, we need to cover as much ground right now as possible. So just sprint, sprint, sprint. And... go up this way. Just double check what the danger is right now. 10% is not bad, but we might be able to get rid of that. Get over here. Alright, I think we should be alright now. Still 10%. I'm gonna risk a little bit further, but I don't think we're gonna be able to get much further. And I don't think we're gonna get it any better than 10%. Yeah, I should have picked up that that food that you can purchase in Cortia, or sorry, in Stromcap at the tavern. I think it's the Traveler's Feast. Alright, cool. Quicksilver. I know stealing is forbidden, but by the teachings of the light and the eye will punish those who stray. But it's so much fun. Alright, giddy up. Convince yourself that stealing isn't that reprehensible. Of course not. Alright, cool. Almost gets our one down all the way. I'm gonna go around this way. It's a little bit more dangerous, but what we can also do is set up some pittance for the next time we come down here. We have some ways to escape the guard. And okay, let's scoop this up. Put another one over here. Seems like a good spot. Yeah, put it right there. Oh, what? Walked right past that snow iris. Alright, and we'll put one over here too. Perfect. Alright. 3 very nicely positioned pittance. Alright. Alright, we gotta be very careful over here. Once you're off the beaten trail, you gotta be careful of animals. Animals can be lurking in the woods. But once we drop this pit down and get across here, we'll be in relatively safe territory again. Alright, cool. Very nice. Very nice. I wouldn't mind stopping over at that bandit camp over there, but we don't have the money to purchase the trade goods at the moment. We gotta sell the goods that we have on us. Just grab this stuff. Might as well grab this too. And I guess we'll have, oh shit, come this way. There's a guard over there. Into the woods. Alright, no chance of enemies. Alright, cool. Actually, have the honey because we don't need the honey right now. Alright, cool. Let's get back to Stromcap. Stromcap. God, words are hard. I don't even know what that sounded like coming out. But, oh, there's the guard over there. Come around this way. Get back to Stromcap. Sell these trade goods. Get our wanted level down. And maybe craft some medicine as well. Yeah, they're really looking for us. Wait, our wanted level is almost all the way down. You know what? I think we'll shadow these guys. We might as well attack them. I don't know that we have food to give them first, but let them get closer to Tiltren first. Alright, no longer wanted. Crimes are forgiven. Amazing. Why are they still looking at us? For us, though. That's weird. If I go into camp, come back out, does it change to... Okay, there we go. Change it to green. Good, good, good. Alright, everything's going nice and smooth. Smooth so far. With the exception, of course, of Scarlet Witch.
Might I interest you in my humble...
That situation, but like I said, we'll see her again, and I think the Thaumaturs will make a better Scarlet Witch anyway.
We have nothing.
So we don't have any food to give them, but we can attack them. Oh, sugar and spice. So, unfortunately, picking up the Black Steed, I think, has changed the level of our enemies here, which means we're gonna probably have to drop the Black Steed. Let me see. Let's check in the tavern what these guys are. He's level 1 though. That's weird. Maybe those were. Maybe they were just the. Oh, you know what I think happened? Ooh, sweet daddy, thick-skinned and unlucky. I don't like unlucky, though. Fuck, you're kind of what I'm looking for. Aside from the fact that you're unlucky. And unlucky on a crossbowman is not good. Obviously.
Feel free to come back often. There's all...
Yeah, you know what I think happened with those refugees is I think they were actually from the previous province and they came through as we went through the province, and I think that's what happened. The nice thing too about selling him the wood, like he doesn't get rid of it all right away. So if we do need wood, he's got a big stack of it there that we could sell. So the pelts end up being worth 97 for a profit of 22. I'll sell those. The gems 130. For a profit of 30. And the spice 57. So the spice is the least profitable. What we might do is we might stack up a supply of spice and take it all the way to the north. But, I mean, we still get a bit of a profit from that. Alright, cool. We got flowers that we could make some, medicine. Which wouldn't be a bad thing to have some on hand. Yeah, so taking these to the Brotherhood training ground is a profit of 26, I think. All right, we need food. I just wanted to purchase those to get it restarted. Yeah, I'll purchase that too. Okay, let's pick up some of this and pick up some
Those
perch.
refugees. I understand there's a war in Edoran, but that doesn't mean they can just help themselves.
Yeah, we'll do some cooking. Okay, so we need four more perch. And we'll cook up that bread as well.
Those refugees. I understand there's a war in Edoran, but that doesn't mean they can just help themselves.
Why don't we just
You touch it,
make 5?
you buy it.
And then I'm gonna pick up those grapes too. Oops. Alright, we're stocked back up for food. A moment. Actually, hang on. Let's
You touch it, you buy it.
buy one more
Those refugees. I understand
more
there's
salt and we'll cook up that pork too. Oh wait, fuck, wrong thing. All right, cool. Just a little bit of influence as well. All right, cool. I think, yeah, we do want to get our gear upgraded here soon because we're still rocking with some pretty bad gear. We do have access to this we can dismantle now as well. So I think that's probably what we're going to focus on next episode is getting our gear leveled up. We do need a blacksmith. Which we gotta. Do want a crossbow. Volunteer would be useful for us. Tempted to pick her up, but she's not exactly what I'm looking for Mystique. Like, it's close, but like the if she didn't have that critical hit problem, I probably would scoop her up. But all right, I want to pick up another horseshoe here. And curiosity's sake, how much are these horses? 360 for our next horse. Okay. Actually, yeah, hang on a second. What level are they? Still level 1. Okay. Ah, dang it. You know what I forgot to do? We need medicine. I want to go pick up vision now. But we'll need the medicine for that. Actually, hang on a second. Let's attack these guys. See if we can scoop them up.
Are you bandits? We have nothing. We're only refugees.
Give you some bread for our influence.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're level 6 as well. I wonder if it's because we have the Black Steed that they're higher level right now, or if it's because these guys are filtering in from the other province, that they followed us in from the other province. And they're level 6.
My concoctions can heal the most grievous injuries. Be sure to hold on to the vials after using them.
Let's buy 2 of those. And actually, fuck. Nobody that I want to make an alchemist here just yet. A little bit of a problem. Need another companion in the party just to have a little bit more flexibility who we can switch out and not. But yeah, I don't want to lose any of the influence or any of the experience we have on any of these guys at the moment. Though we might be able to get Magneto to the next level of a tinkerer right now. We really worked at it. No, I don't want to use up our resources just yet. Right. Okay.
Feel free to come back often. There's always folk looking for work around here, especially since all the fighting started across the border.
Purchase that since it's on sale, and we'll purchase a pancake as well. Alright. Alright, it uses up a little bit extra food, but that's okay. Alright, cool. Let's get your horseshoe on, mister. Yeah, she's still there, and she's still unlucky. This guy's a crossbowman, but yeah, she would be perfect for Mystique. I like the look, but it's just the fact that she's unlucky, though she is. Alright, you know what? I was gonna say fuck it, let's recruit her, but we're a little bit low on funds at the moment. How much would she be to recruit, actually?
I am at your service, provided you pay me handsomely.
72 gold.
Feel free to come back often. There's always folk looking for work around here, especially since all the fighting started across the border.
Fuck it. She's gonna be our Mystique.
I am at your service, provided you pay me.
We can potentially get rid of that trait with the drinking buddies. cool. Make her an alchemist. And it's the apothecary. Medicine. Let's make 2 medicines. I think I want to try at least and start stacking a little bit of medicine. Because it'll come in handy a little bit later. I'll give you some dexterity. Okay, she's only level 1. Okay, movement would have been nice too, but the dexterity would be good. Alright, cool. We need some money. Quite desperately. Let's hope some refugees here show up in a minute. We're about 18 minutes left to get done what I wanted to get done. We could sell that medicine. We could make more medicine. And then we'd have enough. And maybe it's a little bit early to buy those, but it's okay. Alright, let's see what you guys are all about.
Are you bandits?
Level 1, okay, perfect. Yeah, I think that one group, or it might have been 2 groups of refugees, kind of followed us in from the other province. So once they go back to the other province, they'll, yeah, then they shouldn't give us a problem. Alright, little lady, take your backpack off, if you don't mind. You know what? I think it's probably better we go for the guys over here, actually. They're a little bit further away on that side. Yeah, do it like that. How much movement do you have? Okay. So we'll go with you first. Take a couple of shots. Just soften them up. Stand there for now. You should be okay there. Alright, cool. Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to change something quick in my in OBS there. I just wanted to fidget with something. Got lots of valor, so I think probably use a little bit here. Alright, here Magneto. Fuck, that's gonna kill that dude. Let's do that instead. Let's drop this down too. Alright, new round is starting. I think you need to get away from them for now. Just soften them up. Start softening them up. Just move to there. That lightning kind of is a little bit in the way. Alright, good. Good. Alright, yeah, that should work out pretty good, actually, because Magneto should be able to get in here and scoop up this guy. Very nice. And then, so we already used our base action. We can't use another one this turn. Yeah, just... hit you with that for now. Could have inhaled a little bit more, but I don't think it's necessary at the moment. Hit you with that. Nope, so we'll be able to capture him next turn. Cool. Alright, 2 of them ready to be captured, but alright, I think Mystique is okay for the moment. She's not... Actually, you know what? Just to be on the safe side, because she's kind of close to that lightning, I don't think our civilian here can engage her, but just in case she can, let's just get out of the way here with you. Alright, good. Alright, let's capture you before you die from poison. And you can... actually... up a little bit. Ah, shit, I didn't want to do that. It's okay. Yeah, toss them with that, and then stand right beside both of them, and give us a Valor point, and also spread poison on them. But Magneto's gonna take a little bit of damage here from these guys. Silver. Down here, and scoop up this guy. Then... Alright, no problem. I was kind of hoping to... Okay, that's perfect, actually. Oh, okay. Maybe not perfect, but good enough. No problem. I don't want to use this last little bit of Valor because there potentially could be some more fights down the road. Silver, run around and engage her. Perfect. Bollocks. I was trying to soften her up a little bit. We can't capture this guy. But... anyway, I mean, we captured 3 of them, so that's not too bad. But we could have captured her too. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go deliver these guys right away. And then we'll go get Hackered. This should be able to cover our wages.
We're always recruit. Come along, you lovely peep.
Not quite. We'll have to...
we're always...
just sell
come along,
a couple
you
more
lovely
things.
people. We're always... come along, you lovely people.
103 for our wages. It hasn't... would... chopping block hasn't respawned yet. Very cool. Let's just stop quick into Stromcap. Alright, we've got 8 minutes to finish what I wanted to finish here today, which I think should give us enough time.
Feel free to come back often.
5.
There's always folk looking
I'll
for
sell
work
one of
around
those,
here.
actually. Alright, so we can afford our wages. 3 days worth of food. These, can I just have a seat here for now? Dismantle those. So one of those is going to give us 2 ore and 2 wood. Cool. For a pitchfork. That'll definitely help things along. Alright, cool. Let's go get Hackered, and let's go get the mutton stew, which I think we have enough for both. And then I think that more or less... Stromcaps, you can destroy mutton stew, horses, the vision. Okay, yeah. Yeah, horses, we can't quite afford new horses yet, but that's what we'll probably be working on next episode. So it wouldn't hurt for us to put a pit in here, though. Tell me we got rope. Fuck, we got neither. We don't have any pittons on. Alright. I'll have to go around. I wanted to avoid the drunks there, to be honest. Stop and talk to these guys. I mean, we don't have a ton of food on us, but we've got enough.
Are you bandits? We are.
I'm not going to attack these guys right now just because they're not in an ideal spot. They're not close enough to... for us to take them in right away, and I don't want them to escape in the meantime. Plus we're on our way to wrapping things up for today. Alright, here we go. Ooh, there is a wood block down here as well. Good to know. Which this should get old Sabertooth up to an experienced woodcutter. Very nice. Alright. We have Mystique. Yeah, that's fine. 7 experience as an alchemist isn't much. Oh, we don't have any lockpicks. Hang on a second. Let's make 2 just so that we have a spare. In case she breaks it. Alright. This is not actually where Hackered is. Oh, there's a little bit of hemp here too. It's the next one down. There's a bit of a tragedy here, but we'll Magneto's not too... Ooh, a little bit of cloth as well, and a little bit of gold. Magneto's not super interested in the troubles of these people. I believe this is where old Hackered is. What are we doing for time? Got 4 minutes. Actually, okay, let's rest before we pick him up, because he will cost us money if we rest. Yeah. And, okay. Messed it up. To remember to get our gear patched up. That Mystique, I'm not sure she's cut out for living outdoors. Magneto is worried about Mystique, eh? Let's go with... Mystique will gain the second line trait. Chance to generate 1 power point at the end of the turn if not engaged in combat. Actually, that's a pretty awesome trait. I don't know what the percentage chance is, but if it's a status, it's not worth it because it's only temporary, but a trait is permanent. So definitely pick that up. Gold. The gold. Alright. 35. An old hacker is right here.
He killed everyone. A real madman. I'm injured. Help me. If he hadn't killed... Take me with you.
Alright, welcome to the party, mister. Though, actually, what's his... we can't look at him. His stats. What level is he? Okay, he's level 2. Not bad. And Haggard is going to be the Vision. And the Vision is obsessed with finding the Scarlet Witch. So that's why he's joined Magneto here. For the moment, we'll just make you a scholar for the moment. We'll change that later, but... Alright, so... Valorous Victory. Give him a little bit of critical hits. And a little bit of willpower. Alright, good to get started off. Alright, let's quick. We got actually about a minute and a half to get to the mutton stew. Shit. Though I guess, we could fight them, but I'm not really interested in fighting them. I want to, before we get into our next bit of fights, I wouldn't mind getting our gear upgraded a little bit. Which, maybe it's not even worth it to repair our armor in the meantime. One of our comrades leveled up too. So sink us into Constitution. Alright, let's talk to you.
My daughter is very proud to have
Have some
secured
wood,
this
lady.
ship.
You look like you need it.
You are ever so...
Alright, cool. Alright. We got a lot of busy work done here today. But, didn't get a whole lot of fighting in. Which is fine. We'll be getting a lot more fighting in next episode, I think. We're back to Seek and Destroy, but I think the next thing that we're going to primarily be focused on is... Oh, nice. Gearing up our troop. Camp equipment and weapons and armor, I think, are our focus coming up now. But, yeah, there you have it, boys. Episode 3 in the books. Episode number 4 is coming up next. Thank you so much for watching. Otto, signing out.